Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. Folks, there's only one place in America you can come to see what you're going to see tonight. The defending national champion Cardinals taking on the Weatherford College Coyotes, and we're about to have a banner-raising ceremony here after we have the introduction of the starting lineups for the Weatherford Coyotes. I'm Benny Rogers. I'll be hosting tonight. Tim Howard and Thomas Sharon will be calling the game. I'll be by their side here. We're a little microphone short tonight because of other things going on in the CSN world today, but we're with you. So we're wanting to make sure we got on the air real quick. Our guys have been over setting up from the football game this afternoon because we wanted you to see the banners unveiling ceremony we're about to see for the national championship the Cardinals won back in March. This is the 17th season of Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network, and what a way to start it, Tim Howard.
Hey, you can't ask for more. What all has taken place over the last year, Benny? Think about it.
Here you go, folks.
Last season, your Cardinals captured the 2025 NJCAA Division I Men's Basketball National Championship. The first national title in school history. Your teamwork, toughness, and unshakable belief in each other, Coach Greg Hare and his Cardinals brought home the ultimate prize. As we raise the championship banner in the rafters of the historic Cardinal Gym, we honor the 2025 National Championship Trinity Valley Cardinals and remind everyone once again that TVCC truly is the home of champions. Drop that banner!
There you have it, folks. Some of us have waited a lifetime to see it, and we got a packed house here tonight to see it. And we've got basketball coming up. The Cardinals coming off a 34-3 season, an historic season. They won an NJCAA national championship, taking on the Weatherford College Coyotes, who was 19-12 last season. But what a night it is, what a setting it is for all of this. And now I'm going to turn it over to Tim Howard and Tom Sharon.
Thank you so much, Benny. As the starting lineups are about to be unveiled, it does us a great moment of honor to talk a little bit about what all we've seen in the last 12 months to get to this moment.
Yeah, we've all been waiting for this date, and the atmosphere here in Cardinal Gym is unbelievable.
Crazy, exciting.
It is.
Well, everyone, if you're just tuning in, you just missed for the first time the unveiling of the men's national title banner here. And it is electric in here, Tom. Just when you stop and think about the testament what that banner represents. Of course, that's last season. But, boy, what a way to start off this new 25-26 year.
We just had the starting lineup for the Cardinals introduced. To go through that, Amari Henderson, number 2, Monty Henderson. Zadi Lubaka, returning sophomore, number 6. Returning sophomore, Braylon Winger, number 11. Didi Zangium, number 21, freshman. And returning sophomore, number 23, MJ Wardlow.
The celebration may be over, but now it's time to prove that these guys belong on the floor, the elite once again. By the way, 3 of the players that are still on this team represent 39 of the 65 points that they scored last year against this Weatherford team.
Right.
So Coach made a point to say, yeah, those 3 are pretty good, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Let's talk a little bit about this squad, what they represent. Of course, Zadi Lubake, 6'9", sophomore. Braylon Wanger, 6'6", sophomore.
Right.
MJ Wardlow, 6'7", sophomore, meaning they were all part of that national championship team.
Yeah, Zadi Lubake named the most valuable player in the national tournament last year for the Cardinals, and so he's in the circle of jump for the Cardinals.
Here we go. We're underway. 25-26 season. Glad to have you along here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Tim Howard along with Tom Sherem, Benny Rogers, all with you courtside here at historic Cardinal Gymnasium. Going to Labake, trying to get it down low. Not there. He'll move to the basket. Goes up strong. Not there. The rebound, the putback, not there. So a fight for the loose ball. Diddy gave it an effort, but not going to be producing that first trip down.
No, it's not going to on that first trip, but as you and I know, this is a Greg Howard team. They're going to come out strong. They're going to play you hard defensively. They're wearing my favorite uniforms tonight. Got defense written across the back of their shoulders.
Yeah, and I was going to say I was privy to the locker room before they came out for their second time on the floor, and no surprise, Coach Howard has not changed his philosophy. It's still defense. And so
Braylon Winger in there fighting for that rebound, and off of one of the Trinity Valley players out of bounds, or they were standing on the line. I'm not certain, but anyway, Coyotes
so
retain possession.
Cardinals bringing the tough man-to-man defense. A whistle, and that foul's going to be on, looks like, number 5.
That was on Zadi.
Oh, okay, 6. Okay. Yep. I thought he was pointing at 5.
I thought he was too, but yeah, it was on Zadi.
Zadi Labake, first foul of the night for him. Scoreless here in the first minute. Wenger really bringing out the defense. Shot over the top, won't go. Fight for the ball, pulled down by Zadi.
Zadi with the rebound there.
Here come the Cardinals up the floor. Braylon Wenger on the drive, goes left, strong, hangs, a lot of contact, no whistle, picked up, kicked back out. MJ thought about a 3. He'll set it up. Going across to Armani. So Monty on the drive. Wenger head fake. Back to Monty. Monty for 3 on the way. Not there. Zadi with a rebound and a whistle. It's going to be a foul coming here. That'll be on Bennett, the sophomore, 6'5", sophomore out of Atlanta.
They called that on 35.
Okay, so that will be on 35. It's Bull Diu on the first foul of the night for Weatherford. One apiece. MJ. Jump stop in the paint. That is
MJ Wardlow gets the first 2 of the game for the Cardinals. MJ with those bright green tennis shoes.
There's some of that defense we've talked about, Tom, bringing the pressure.
You know, we started off the season talking about that last year with Greg Howard's team and the defense that they play, so strong and no change.
Yeah, intensity all the way around, and it was that way from day one on the floor. If you've never been to a Cardinals practice day one, just imagine historic Cardinal Gymnasium, wall-to-wall court, the seats put away, and maybe 15, 16 trash cans on the floor. And I'll let you figure out what those are for. Shot on the way, Money Wardlow for 2. He's got 4 here in the first 2.5 minutes of the ballgame. MJ picking up where he left off. Dribble drive inside, that's out of bounds off of Bowl.
The Cardinals will inbound the ball.
Cards trying to really bring some intensity here.
Coyotes put a little full court pressure on.
And Jay navigating through. Gets the screen up top. Zadi going to back him down? Yeah, he will. Baseline shot. Foul and one. No, not going to get the fall, but will be headed to the free throw line. One of the things about Zadi is his just intensity and what he's able to do on.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those ballers who gets to the free throw line often.
And the thing about Zadi is that he's been there. He's been to the national championship. He knows what it takes to get there. And so coming in this season, don't expect anything any different from him. The foul there was on number 20 of the Coyotes, Landveld.
First one is up and good, so 5-0. And let me go back and reiterate, because I didn't want to paint a picture that the Cardinals came in out of shape. It just is the reality that, man, if you've got anything in your system, that first day practice, it will come out.
Well,
they came in shape, and they ran and ran and ran and then ran some more. But that's what happens when you've got the that's what happens when you get the opportunity.
Musa Kanari checking in for Zangium.
Yeah, Zangium is a freshman, 6'10" freshman out of Houston, Texas.
You're talking about the being in shape. You and I both know if it's a Greg Hire team, they're going to be in shape. There's no doubt about that.
They ran a few. There's a offensive foul called. That'll be this time on Bennett. Hooked the greatness of Braylon Wanger, sent him to the floor.
Zadi's going to come to the bench, and coming in is Darrell Desire.
Here at this first media timeout, we're going to keep it here, and I'm going to pass off to Benny, and we'll get his thoughts during this first timeout here coming up in a moment. So
why don't you let me pass off to Benny since I'm closer to him, Tim?
I was hoping we could all get tripped up and tangled up in the wiring and all that. But, yeah, definitely want to hear from him and get his thoughts. Drive to the basket, pulls up, shot on the way for three. Not there.
Not there.
The place was ready to
Cardinals
erupt.
having a little tough time on the boards on the offensive end, getting some shots up, but not being able to gather in the rebounds.
About to see Zay check into the ball game. Also, Dab and Mercer, we'll get a chance to see them for the first time. There's Wardlow on the steal. Here we go out front.
He lost control of it.
Lost it on that sideline. 16-10 to go, so they escape the media timeout. We'll keep it right here for the time being. So with 16-10, 16-10, the Cardinals up 5-0. Pass is going to be intercepted. Here comes Monty. Boom! For two. Armani. Love it. Going strong. He goes by Monty. Full name of Armani. And man, that was fun to see.
Young man out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
I know a little thing or two
sophomore.
About hoops in Charlotte.
I would imagine.
Yeah, just one of the greatest players of all time from Carolina.
So the Cardinals here with a 7-0 lead over Weatherford.
Anybody surprised that the defense is still being preached hard and heavy here?
No.
Run up and get it, big man. And that'll be out of bounds off the cards when we come back. So we'll take a moment to check in with Benny Rogers here in this first break. Benny, man, a lot has taken place over the last 12 months.
Oh, my gosh. I was just thinking that as the ceremony was going on, and even with Greg Hire about it before the game, and he said, Benny, I didn't think about that until you said something about it, but it's greatness. The Cardinals missed their first 4 shots, and they've only hit 3 of their next 8 shots, but they have forced 5 turnovers by Weatherford, and that's the difference, and that's the same thing we saw this time last year, and it's to be expected. I mean, it's just like we got a rerun on.
I'm telling you, man, they came out and just jumped on them defensively, and that attack pressure has really been tough on them.
And I can already see the bench is deeper than it was last year.
Isn't that the truth?
If that's possible.
There's no real stretch here. When you think about when you're hearing the coaching staff and people whispering, I think this team may be better than last year's national championship. They are already backing it up.
Well, they really are. They really are, and I'm looking forward to see what unfolds here between now and the next media timeout.
#1 team in the nation, off to a 7-0 start to get us going. Thank you, Benny Rogers. Tim Howard with you, along with Tom Sharon. Tom, your thoughts on that opening?
Oh, well, yeah, I heard Benny there say something about the turnovers. I believe it says 5 turnovers by the Coyotes. And, Greg Hire's team, just what you expect. Hard defense. Here they are up 7-0.
I was having to do a double take. I was looking, I was like, did I get it wrong? Davin was ready to inbound the ball there, and he's like, no, it's actually going to be Coyote ball.
Oh,
so,
yeah, okay.
But hey,
yeah, you are.
He was, I was right, but I was already second guessing myself. But that defense is making it tough to get it inbound here. They were putting some pressure on him here, knocked it away, regathered, and out of bounds off of Weatherford. That's the epitome of a Greg Heyer team, isn't it, Tom?
It is.
That's what they're about.
That's exactly what you expect to see. 6 turnovers so far here in the
less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes is exactly right. MJ Wardlow and Braylon Winger are getting ready to check back in for the Cardinals. I got a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, they're ready to step in. Shot on the way, short rebound. The putback is good, and one. It's good. Darrell Desire with the bucket. Darrell is a 6'11" sophomore from London, Great Britain. Boy, he was strong on the hoop.
I heard him talking about this young man back before school actually started, and they were really high on him in regards to his overall play. Can shoot the three, and we just saw right there, picked up the rebound, put it back, makes the one. So a 3-point play.
9-0, Cardinals out and off to a great start.
So MJ Wardlow and Braylon Winger back in the game for the Cardinals.
Pressure on the ball out top. Here is the defense, smothering defense. Cards working, out of bounds off of Weatherford. Cardinals have possession. Boy, they're fired up. I think the crowd.
7 turnovers.
The crowd is loving what they're seeing already here.
Well, you know, we expected this place to be packed, and we got a very good crowd here tonight.
It will be within the next probably half hour or so.
Yeah.
You give them, oh man. This is going to be fun this season.
It is.
You're going to
MJ
see
Wardlow there drove to the basket and drew the foul.
Cards
shooting foul.
10-0. You can't look away from the action is what I was trying to get at. I mean, there's so many flying above the rim, and it's going to be intense. 10-0, Cards starting here in the first 5 minutes plus. Wardlow already has 4 on the night.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to add to it here at the stripe.
Make it 5.
Gets the first one to go.
Got a sub for the Coyotes coming in. Number 21 also coming in for the Cardinals. Zadi Labaki coming in.
Zadi back to action.
Zadi taking Canari's place on the floor.
So see what MJ does here at the stripe. So far he's shooting 1,000%.
There he goes again.
2 for 2.
Yeah, that's 6 here in the less than 6 minutes of this first half for him.
Cards in that familiar press man-to-man up the floor. 94 feet of intensity, if you will. There's a whistle coming on Labaka. Zadi got called for the grab.
Yeah, that's Zadi's second of the night.
That'll give us a chance to meet Al-Hassan Jallo. Big Al stepping on to the floor.
6'8" freshman from Bronx, New York.
So ready to
see what the young man brings.
You know, as Benny already touched on, a deep bench when they come on.
The Coyotes finally get on the board. Excuse me, Tim.
You're good. As you see a player come onto the floor, you're gonna see them ready to step up their game even more. One thing about it, we heard this all last year. Coach isn't scoreboard watching. He's possession watching. Game, possession by possession. It doesn't matter what the score is. Nothing easy. Fighting inside, the foul drawn inside on Darrell Desire. Man, that's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah,
anyone who draws him.
Opponents are going to have their hands full with that young man.
Took us all of not even 6 minutes to figure that one out, right? I mean, he stepped onto the floor and immediately realized he's a tough guard.
Monty Henderson's ready to check in for the Cardinals.
So Monty had that nice move earlier. He'll get a chance to step back in. Coming on for Braylon.
Braylon Winger spot.
Cards ranked first overall in the nation here. We saw him last year have a strong run all the way into nearly the end of the Christmas break. Had one hiccup along the way, but that would prove to be a great battle all year long between Region 14, TVCC, and Panola.
Desire missed on the back end of his second.
Baseline jumpers, good. So back-to-back baskets here.
Yeah, Josiah Coleman with the basket for the Coyotes.
If you're Coach Chris Lewis, you just got to realize, man, we're going to have to weather a storm because everything is foul coming here. Oh,
they only get traveling on Desire.
Coach Heyer goes all the way to the other end of the floor real quick there. Probably a good move. Steps away.
Zandgim coming into the game, also coming in number 32.
But going back to the thought,
yeah.
you know, when you got a banner raising ceremony, the place is jam-packed. You've had tailgate party, a steal out front, throws it up smart, not going backcourt. Now the dish underneath, the flush, the finish. You just know the place is going to be on fire.
Yeah.
So Cardinals, not surprisingly, amped up very much and on top early.
15-4. And we're just at the 7-minute into this first half, the 7-minute mark, 13.
Kick out for three. Two Cardinals closing out. Not there in the battle for the rebound. Pulled down by number 32, Conair. Musa trying to get position down low. Backing him down. Good closeout D by the Coyotes. Defender there, Franklin, did a good job. Monty gives way to MJ. Sorry, that was Mercer. David Mercer. Long three with 3 on the clock.
Oh!
Holy my goodness gracious. Big smile on his face. That was nice.
MJ Wardlow with the 3 for the Cardinals.
And
there's another turnover by the Coyotes.
Boy, this team is on fire early. 12-10 to go first half. It's all Trinity Valley here. 9 turnovers.
9 turnovers here.
Thank you, Benny Rogers, keeping us posted with that one. That's all a great D, just making you overthink every pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So here you are with a 14-point lead, and I'm sure that there's some things that Coach Heyer is, you know, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, that is probably one of those things. He's making a little middle note here, a little easy basket down low a while ago. 11:56 to go. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and get Benny Rogers' thoughts right after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
And welcome back to Leon Smith recorded historic Cardinals Gym. We're coming out of a media timeout, a 30-second timeout, I should say. Here, and the Cardinals are clearly in command, 18-4. Tim, and they have forced 9 turnovers now on the part of Weatherford, converted most of those into points. Cardinals are very smooth no matter what combination of players Greg puts on the floor. And, I mean, it's just hard to find anything to nitpick about right now.
I was just about to ask you. It looks like they've been playing together for 3 or 4 months, 6 months, and they are like first time officially. They look good.
First time officially. They really do. And that's what I noticed about the chemistry and the camaraderie of the kids, and they're how they read each other's moves, and it all points to a very good start for the Cardinals.
Thank you so much, Benny Rogers. Wardlow at the free throw line trying to add to a 14-point advantage. Tom, have you had a chance just to kind of visualize what potentially this team could look like?
Oh.
There's so much fun already.
There is, yeah.
You're looking at athleticism on top of athleticism.
Yeah. You know, with the 3 returning sophomores and MJ and Braylon and Zadi, And right now, you know, we're seeing MJ's the only returning sophomore that's on the court, but there's no breakdown here.
No, sir. And I was about to say, I mentioned it in the pregame. Here's
Another
a steal.
turnover.
Driving all the way to the bucket. Armani up. Ow! Trying to go jam hard. Here's a foul, and he'll be going to the free throw. And boy, is he okay. He took a long, hard fall on that. Not sure if we got a replay of that or not.
I don't know. Well,
we don't know.
Probably not. Looked like he probably got the ball off the back iron there on the dunk attempt. Maybe a little strong on it. Yeah.
More concerned about the landing than the foul. The free throw is not there, but he's up. Looks good. So that's good news for Cardinals.
Checking in for the Coyotes, number 20, Landveld, and number 0, Malik.
See how we do at the stripe on this one.
So a 16-point deficit here, and Henderson picks up the second.
So Armani Henderson, the guard, 6'2" sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Trinity Valley earlier tonight dropped the banner for last year's national title, and a near capacity crowd on hand. I would call it a capacity crowd. There are people everywhere here tonight. That is the last touch by the Cards. So remains Coyote basketball. Coming on is Braylon Wanger. He'll come on for Mercer. But Benny made a great point during that break. I don't know if you got a chance to hear him, but he was talking about the fact that, you know, they look like they've got great chemistry already between these.
Oh,
they got 3 returners and a whole bunch of newbies. Here comes Braylon for the slam. Finish it, fella.
This is getting out of hand pretty quick here, Tim. 23-4, Trinity Valley up. We're not halfway through the first half of play here.
Oh, extra step.
Like he took a couple of extra steps.
I was going to say one is being, 2 is
he's
generous.
on that frequent flyer plan.
Yeah, there you go. Inside 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Trinity Valley putting on
4 on the shot clock. So I don't think he did get it off.
Threw it up. That's a desperation shot. Tap back is picked up. Here come the Cardinals. Monty for 3.
No, that was MJ.
MJ says, hey, let me do it again. Timeout on the floor. Oh, TVCC. They are on fire. 26-4.
Yes,
I'm going to let you and Benny talk it over here. Your thoughts before we get to Benny Rogers.
Well, the Cardinals have come out here, and as you mentioned, Tim, they are on fire, up 26-4. Benny, give us some thoughts here.
It's the MJ show.
It's the MJ show. He's sitting at 14. Go ahead.
But you look at it this way, though. The Cardinals have forced 10 turnovers. They got 26-4 lead, and we've got 10-26 still left in the first half. If you remember last year against Weatherford, it was 33-33 at halftime. The Cardinals pulled away in the second half, held them to 19 points, and that started the run of 10 games within the season, which they held the opponents in the teens in a half.
Great points there, Benny. As you said, Cardinals up 26-4 here. We're not even halfway through this first half of play. MJ Wardlow with 14 after that three-pointer.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we mentioned it a while ago, but I don't know if this really does it justice. 39 of the 65 points from last year's game were against, were performed by those 3 that are back. But, boy, they've got a great incoming class, don't they?
Yeah, and I remember that we saw Braylon Winger in that at the beginning last year, and he put on a pretty good show and then kind of tailed off a little bit. Let's hope that the sophomore here will keep it up throughout the season. And if you're the Coyotes and you look over here and you got Zadi Lubaki coming back in and you got Darrell Desire coming back in, you're going, my goodness.
Yeah, oh, by the way, I'm ready to come back in. 3 on the way. A little bit. That's not ringing well. So teaching opportunity.
Yeah.
So Braylon gets it up quickly. Here comes Armani on the push. Back door. Knocked away. Good hands inside. I think that was Landveld that got a piece of it.
I think so.
Kyan Landveld. About to get a chance to see, for the first time, Tate McCurry out of Baton Rouge. He'll check in at the next stoppage of play.
6'4" freshman out of Baton Rouge.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Pulled down, handled inside by Musa. Armani trying to go down low, knocked away again. Cards with back-to-back turnovers.
I don't know, Tim, if it's just me, but watching Musa Kanari, Big Mo kind of jumps back out at me.
Some pretty cool flashbacks.
Yep.
Well, this team is loaded with talent. Great hustle, IQ, great energy. They've got that's going to be a backcourt violation. The Cardinals will send in 4 fresh new players, including we mentioned Tate coming on. Mercer is into the ball game. Also, let's see, we got Desire, and is Zadi checking back in?
Zadi came back in.
That's our 4th one, along with MJ. So, what a squad, man. That's some good stuff. Cardinals up early here in the first ball game of the year.
So Coach Heyer getting to look at quite a few players tonight in this season opener against Weatherford.
Dribble drive, gives way to Zadi, not there. Fight for the loose ball. It'll be Cardinal possession. Inside 9 minutes to go here. Cardinals and Coyotes from Leon Spencer Court. You're glad to have you along with us.
Given folks at home probably heard his comments there.
Working it down low, backdoor pass. Nice reverse.
MJ Wardlow.
Assist. Lubaka, MJ with another bucket. Boy, he threaded the needle with that one.
He did. That's 16 for him.
Nicely done. And still, here come the Cardinals. 2-on-1. Go strong, hang, shoot, score. Counted. A little flex for the camera there as Davin Mercer goes hard to the hole.
Yeah, Davin got the steal, took it all the way to the bucket.
Cardinals up 30-7.
And on top of that, drew the foul.
And it was all predicated with what?
Defense, man.
That defense.
Defense.
Somebody a long time ago said defense wins championships. I don't even know if it was the same sport or not, but it translates.
It translates. It's exactly
right. It is true. Another one there. Cardinals coming out on fire. The #1 ranked team in the nation. Coach Greg Heyer in his 2nd season here in Athens. Cardinals trying to, got it, reach down low. So Mercer will get whistled for the foul.
Monty Henderson ready to check back in.
Armani's already making a name for himself here in Athens with a good, quick start.
Yeah. Had the dunk on his first 2, then on the second one hit the back iron with the ball.
Speaking of back iron, that one is off of it there for Jace Hudson. Jace Hudson's wearing number 10. I got a little update on the program.
All right. Well, this is not correct then. It's all right.
I'll let you look that over. Somebody grabbed it right before we went on the air and updated that for me. 8:07 to go in the first half. 31-8. Tate gets it out to Zadi. They're going to push. 3-on-2. Strong move. Hang up and under.
Nice move.
Nicely done.
Darrell Desire.
Desire with plenty right there for young players. Showing you how it's done. Trinity Valley inside 8 minutes to go. Quick hands knocked away by Monty Henderson.
Another timeout by the Coyotes.
Timeout. We'll step away real quick. 30-second timeout. More after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Order ahead on the app.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Welcome back, Cardinal Sports Network here. All cards on top of the Coyotes, 33-8. Tim along with Tom. We got Benny right here, and talk a little bit about that break.
Oh man, if you're Weatherford, what do? You got to keep playing. You got to keep playing, but it's very obvious here that you're outmanned and athletically and talent-wise as well.
Good G from Tate McCray right there. Just closed out on him.
Cardinals are just, they're awesome. They're playing awesome here.
3 on the clock. Here's the inbound. Not much room. Shot with 1. Lets it fly. Catches iron. That'll be Cardinal off the head.
Off the Cardinal.
So they reset the shot clock to 20. Well, that's using your head. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too early in the year for the puns to be coming out in it. Here's a long 3 on the way. Nice touch there from, let's see, that's Keith Gillespie. Was wearing number 5 originally in their program. Good effort from Zotti, but they're going to say he stepped on that sideline. So Coyote ball.
So coming in for the Cardinals, number 10, Zay Ferguson. Also, Braylon Winger coming in.
So Zay checking in out of Zachary, Louisiana. 6'4" freshman. Trinity Valley.
Yeah, it's really the... I saw a couple little mistakes at the beginning of the game, but the Cardinals settled down and we are on a 33-11. Oh, man, that ball didn't touch the court.
I was going to say, there's been a few possessions already where they're 94 feet down the floor, no dribble. You can pass it faster than you can dribble it.
You bet.
They are rocket fast. Thought about it, lets it fly. Got a whistle and a push-off coming here. They will put the foul on Desire. Trinity Valley up by 22, so 33-11.
Yeah.
Inside 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
I kind of wonder, Tim, how many other coaches, especially here in Region 14, are watching this game on YouTube tonight and seeing what Trinity Valley.
They're going to be a tough opponent all year long. Right. 6.5 to go. We've got a timeout here. We're going to keep it here and talk with Benny Rogers and let him update his numbers and put it all together for us on paper. Benny, put it all together for me. What am I seeing here? My goodness.
A 5-0 Weatherford run.
Yeah, well, yeah. Otherwise, 33-8 would look horrible. They have got down the ball and got something working for them finally.
Right. 2 words come to mind when watching this Cardinal team play.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's one way of putting it. And what's impressing me most about this team? But finish your thought, but then I want you to think about.
No, I can continue with your thought there. Not much has changed since last year, except the Cardinals may be better, folks. They actually may be better. And that is scary as all get out for teams coming up on the schedule.
I was exactly with you right there. They very well could be. I mean, they've got it all working for them here in the first half of the first home game of the season here. Trinity Valley foul called here on, that's going to be Jace Hudson wearing 10 tonight.
Yeah, they've got their numbers all.
Boy, that's one way to trip up a play-by-play announcer. Change it up little by little. But you know what? At the end of the day, I do know the guy at the stripe, number 23, MJ Wardlow.
MJ Wardlow, yes, sir.
MJ is lighting it
17th of the night.
Lighting it up. My goodness, 17 points up to 34 here in the first half. He is on fire. So number 23 back to the stripe. Goes 2 for 2 there. Cardinals making you work all the way up and down the floor. No doubt about it. They will keep a fresh player on you.
Zangum getting ready to check in the game for the Cardinals.
Got a reach. That'll be on Desire.
That's his second.
So Zangum coming in. Diddy Zangum.
Zadi coming out.
Zadi will take a quick seat. 6:04 to go here in the first half of play. It's all Trinity Valley tonight. And they have a shot on the way. Not there. Ping pongs around, controlled by the Coyotes. Not there. Rebound. Cardinals did it back-to-back on that possession where another defender had a shot at it. Shot on the way, not there. Rebound Desire. Desire out front. Wenger climbs the ladder. Goes off to MJ. Shot up on the way, not there. Rebound taken by the Coyotes.
Yeah, Trinity Valley's having a little hard time on the defensive boards and offensive boards.
Now a foul inside. They're going to whistle that on MJ, I believe. Yeah, Wardlow is going to be called for the hold. So checking in for TVCC is going to be Monty Henderson. And also looks like they will...
Messiah Canari coming in for the Cardinals. Yeah.
So Canari working down low. There's not much room inside. Here we go. Wenger picks it up. Oh man, a rope on the baseline.
They had it going there for a second. Just pass was just a little bit behind Canari.
So 5:02 to go here.
Yeah.
I think that one of my questions will be to Benny is how much fun is it not having a headset on? You get to hear all the energy.
Yeah.
Inside 5 to go. Tate got a piece, then it's eventually picked up by the Cardinals. Here comes McCray. Shot and a finish. It was still on the cylinder. They're going to wipe it off.
Yep.
They got Konar. Originally, that looked like Tate McCurry had a shot to have that one roll in, but Musa says, let me make sure.
Let me help you there.
But you do love the energy of this team.
Oh, it's something else.
There's another
turnover.
We'll have to see what the number is. Tate goes up. Finger roll is good. Cardinals 37-13. Man, I'm going to have to let you guys do the heavy lifting on those turnovers. Man, they're up and down the floor. Cardinal defense is flying high here this evening. Approaching 4 minutes left here in the first half. Trinity Valley and Weatherford on this opening night at home. Shot on the way, rattles out. It is pulled down by Konar. Monty, right wing. Setting it up. Diddy with a screen and rolls back door. They will keep it out top. T. McCurry gives it off to
on the shot clock.
Going down low. 3. Shot is good.
Nice roll off the backboard there.
That's great execution. Knowing exactly how much time you got. Exactly. Nobody panic. 3:15 to go. First half of play. Trinity Valley working hard on the defensive end until that one. They just go coast to coast inside that time, and Bennett is able to bucket. Bamba will check in at the next stoppage of play, as well as Jallo coming on. Tate for 3. Tate for 3! Count that one. McCurry busting the net. Inside 3 to go here. What better way to crack the 3-minute mark with a three?
That's exactly right.
Spin move out top. Thing that I love about this team, even if you get it on a block, they're still well defending you. And they make you work for every bit of it. Good job there by Weatherford to find a way. Kick out for three on the other end. No, he goes inside. Other side for three. Smart. It's not there.
You know, Tim, last year we didn't really have a true three-point shooter. We might have a little different look this year.
I was going to say, you get that part added to the game.
Oh, my goodness.
Tate picking up the loose ball. Hangs. A lot of contact.
Tate thought he should have had one. Everybody else in the gym thought so, too.
Contact's one thing, but elbow contact is on the shooting hand is a really big one. So stoppage of play inside 2 to go. Minute 40 left.
I believe that foul was on Davin Mercer.
So with a minute 40 to go, we got a chance to check in here. I'm going to keep it right here. Let's get Benny Rogers on the call as we get a chance to see him riding, working, and more important than anything, Benny, I want to hear, just talk a little bit about the extracurricular that you probably don't get to hear in the normal when you're not wearing a headset. No, go ahead. What's on your heart down there, bro?
And watching this Cardinal team play defense, which we knew they were going to play, if you're going to be on the floor for Greg Hire, you're going to play defense.
Sure.
You have to work so dadgum hard just to get a shot. I'm not saying get a good shot.
Yeah, just to get
a shot.
Yeah.
And that kind of characterizes it. And what it does is mentally that beats you down as an opposing offense. I know I'm going to have to work that hard, and I'm going to have to shoot at a very high percentage. And then I look up and I've got a 25-point deficit with 1 minute left in the first half.
And Tom touched on it. When you look over and sitting at scorer's row, here comes Zadi or MJ or Braylon or someone checking back in. That's defeating in itself.
I know, right? And the Cardinal defense has now forced 15 turnovers here in this first half.
15 turnovers. That is that'll build you a lead in a hurry. 15 turnovers.
Wow.
Crazy
That's what
numbers.
I thought I heard Benny say was 15 turnovers.
You're not going to get any argument from me on whether that's a good or bad thing. That's great stuff.
Yeah, you know, the
coach is fired up about that.
He is. He's in mid-season form.
Hey, he's come ready to go. If you're wondering, he's ready to go.
Yeah, MJ Wardlow looks like he's in mid-season form, too.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
He had a big night here for the Cardinals.
Missed it.
This opener.
Cardinals off to the races again here. Chance to add to a 25-point lead. 90 seconds to go in the opening half of the home opener. 3 on the way from the corner. Not there. 1 and done.
So our first look at Masai Bamba, number 35, coming in. Got on some of those wild tennis shoes as well.
Tell you, man, they're sporting the kicks. Foul down low. So let's see who gets drawn here. That's going to be on number 20, which is Jallo. So he'll pick up the foul with a minute 8 left here in the first half. If Benny were able to be linked in, he'd know this is my favorite cheer, the miss it, miss it. And they already got one to fall here with the last free throw. It doinked off the corner with a miss it, miss it.
Yep.
That time they net it. So trying to go 2 for 2 is Andre Bennett, as we'll get a chance to see Zay Ferguson back in the ballgame. Xavier goes by Zay out of Zachary, Louisiana. He'll check in for Davin Mercer, 42-18. 68 ticks left on the clock here in the first half. It's that one to go. Good crowd filling in nicely.
It is. It's a real nice crowd, too.
Very few seats available.
Yep. You know, I expect it to be this way all season long with the energy and performance of the Cardinals here, defending national champions.
For sure, as you feel the energy. Kick out for 3 on the way. Baseline, missed everything. Tapped away, good hustle, and finally controlled by the Coyotes.
Yeah, I think if I was Coach Hire, one thing that I would definitely be a little concerned about is the lack of effort on the offensive boards.
Nice step back three there, but nothing doing for Bennett. Drive, basket, finish inside. That was Monty, I believe, right?
It was.
Okay, Armani gets the bucket. So 44-19.
That puts him at 5 on the night for the Cardinals.
Good, strong performance from him. 13 seconds left. Will they get a clean look at the basket? Inside 10 to go. Switch up top, not there. Kick out for 3. Step back, 3 on the way, not there. Shot at the buzzer and a whistle with .5 to go.
A foul on Masai Bamba.
Bamba picking up the foul.
His first of the night.
Chance to break the 20 mark. They will not do it. They missed the front of a 2 free throw. I was going to say, I thought that was in the act of shooting, so there will be a second foul coming.
Yep.
So still a chance to get over the 20 mark. How many times, and this is probably a good question for Benny, how many times last year did we see the Cardinals hold them inside 20? They were,
first half.
Yeah, that was always kind of one of those monumental moments there. So before we hand off here, your thoughts, and we'll get Benny on.
What I really expected to see, here they are with a 24-point lead at halftime. It's like they just stepped right in from where they were at back last March, and here we are.
It's good stuff. We'll check in with Benny Rogers here. Trinity Valley up 44-20 at the end of the first half. Tim, along with Tom and Benny, your thoughts?
MJ Wardlow had 18 for the Cardinals. He had 2 3-pointers. The Cardinals forced 15 turnovers on defensively. The Cardinals only had 1 double-digit scorer in MJ, but they did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other players who did score in the contest.
That's impressive.
Here's what this is going to challenge you, Tim. This is going to require some math on your part.
I got my pen out and my calculator.
Last year at halftime of this game, it was 33-33.
Yep.
It's 44-20. There's a pretty big discrepancy there on one side of that scoreboard.
Yeah, they've Trinity Valley's added 11, and Weatherford has taken away some.
But here's the thing about it. If you remember that game, here's the thing you have to remember that game. It was 33-33 at halftime. The Cardinals held them to 19 points in the second half. So in back-to-back halves now, the Cardinals have held Weatherford to 19 and 20 points.
That's 39 in a game. Now think about that number for a second. If you are going to combine the two, obviously 2 different teams, 2 different seasons.
Absolutely.
But still, you can see Greg Heyer inserting his will. It is the culture of Trinity Valley.
It is the culture of Trinity Valley, and nothing has changed because when we see the player get beat or given a wide open look, the few wide open looks we've seen them give, their butts come to the bench.
That's it. That's it. Talk a little bit about what, without going into detail, but we know Coach is so intense. You've been doing a lot of work without a headset on tonight. What is the vibe, the feel on that Cardinal bench as best you can tell?
Well, of course, Greg is always moving. He's always chattering. You know what he's thinking. He doesn't keep any secrets because you can hear him over the mic some of the time.
yes, you can.
But it's by his body language and his actions, the players can read how important defense is to their attack and what they do. Because as he told us many times last year on the postgame show, when they've had slow first halves, they don't worry about it because he tells the guys at halftime, eventually we wear them down.
That's exactly right. And speaking of the postgame report, you will have Coach Heyer later on tonight. That's always must-see TV.
Assuming this score holds, I don't want to talk to you if it doesn't.
we'll let Tom talk to him if it doesn't go. No, all kidding aside, this team, it really seems to have covered all the bases. I mean, it's early.
Absolutely.
Just looking at it on paper, then seeing them in practice, and now seeing them on the floor, they look pretty tough.
Well, last year, it was Greg's first year. Last year was Greg's first year here, and we watched the progression of the team as it developed. Now we kind of know what to expect, and we see that already. So we allow ourselves to look forward ahead to knowing what could very well be for this team, because we saw it last year as it progressed.
Yeah, you know, Benny, we last year talking about that, we kind of kept thinking that every time we watched Coach Heyer's team that we were going to see something a little better, and they did towards the end. To me, this group right here, we're seeing that already. We're seeing that the development is already there, the intensity is already there. It's going to be a big season.
Now let's not lead people to believe it's a finished product yet.
No, it's not.
If you're playing your best basketball in November, you are in deep. You know what?
Yes, sir.
Come March.
Yeah, you are. You don't want to peak early. It's got to come at the right time. You want it coming into that regional tournament and carried over into the national tournament. All of this will be for naught if you don't get back there and defend it.
Well, Tom, I'm going to let you catch your breath for just a second. I'm going to go over what we got ahead for this week on the Cardinal Sports Network. On Monday, folks, we got women's basketball. The Lady Cardinals in their season opener are going to take on Western Texas at 5:30 p.m. here at Leon Spitzer Court at Historic Cardinal Gym. Tom, Tim, and I will be on the call for that one. Tuesday will be interesting, folks. The Cardinals are going to host the Region 14 championship game, and who'd have thunk that back before the season began? I mean, I know that we thought the Cardinals were going to be good, but realistically, and we thought they could make it to the championship game.
Right.
But who would ever thought they would be hosting the championship game?
Exactly. You know, this past Tuesday they got by LSU Eunice on penalty kicks, went double overtime. Still nobody put one in the net. Went to penalty kicks, and the Cardinals won it 4-2 on penalty kicks, and then no pun intended, but the Cards fell just right, and here they are hosting the championship.
It's just crazy.
It is.
And we'll have that for you at 2 o'clock here on the Cardinal Sports Network Tuesday at 2. And you have to bear with us, folks. So I'll have that when Tim and Tom got prior engagements. So I'll be with David May on the call, and thank God David will be with us so he can explain to you what's happening from the soccer aspect of it. The Cardinals' next home game, which we'll have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network, is on November the 18th when they take on Grayson in a 6 p.m. tip-off. And then on Saturday, November 15th, the Cardinal football team, which will have this next weekend off, the last week of the regular season, will be at home at 1 p.m. in a playoff game, a regional semifinal game against Navarro at 1 p.m. on the Cardinal Sports Network. And of course, we hope you make it out to Bruce Field. And if you do, you hear Tom on the PA giving you Cardinal first down.
That's right. Hope I get to say a bunch of those.
Maybe more so than today.
Yes, sir.
Cardinals still today, 38-31, folks, to NEO, and congratulations to NEO. NEO had to win to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they came on the road and did that. And it's their first win over, I think, the Cardinals since 2018 or something to that effect.
Yes,
so
sir.
we congratulate NEO for that win. And we're going to catch our breath here now and step away on the Cardinal Sports Network. You are watching Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network for a 17th season.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott & White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor Scott & White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor Scott & White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor Scott & White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor Scott & White Health, changing cancer care for life.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
Welcome back to Leon Spencer Court Historic Cardinal Gym. We are coming out of halftime, and if you're just now joining us, folks, I'm not going to follow it up with where the heck you been. I'm going to say you missed a great show in the first half. The Cardinals are up 44-20 at halftime over Weatherford in their season opener, following a 34-3 season last year in which they won a national championship. Benny Rogers, along with Tim Howard and Tom Sherram, and we're here on the Cardinal Sports Network, and it's all Cardinals all the time, and the Cardinals are just defending Weatherford out of their shorts, quite honestly, forcing 15 turnovers, shooting at a high percentage, although they got up to a slow shooting start. And the Cardinals were 7-0 at the first media timeout, 18-4 the next timeout, 26-4 the next timeout, 33-8 the next timeout, and then so forth and so forth. And it's how we got to be 44-20 at halftime. Cardinals led by MJ Wardlow with 18 points in the first half. The Cardinals only have 3 players back now, folks, off that 34-3 team last year. Only 3. They've got Wardlow, they've got Zadie Labaki, and they've got Braylon Winger. And that's a lot of production coming back from last year. And something we didn't even touch on, Tom, at halftime. The Cardinals are up 44-20, and Zadie Labaki didn't play much in the first half because he got 2 fouls real quick.
No, that's exactly right. And if you look, Zadie's got 1 point.
And you're up 24 points.
But I tell you one thing that impressed me, Benny, was that MJ Wardlow has stepped out here, and he's shown that he's going to be the leader of this team, and there's no doubt about it.
Oh, it's his team.
It's his team, It's his team, and Coach Heyer walked by here just a second ago, and he said, this is scary. And that's what you and I were talking about during the break. And he goes, his words were, this is a real Division I team. And I'm like, dude, this is a Division I. Yeah, I mean, I could see where you could be taking on some 4-year schools with these guys.
No doubt, there's going to be highs and lows to each season.
Oh yeah, there always is.
And there always is.
Yeah.
But my goodness, folks.
Oh yeah.
And Tim and Tom and I talked off air. Last year, we watched this team progress and become the team it became, not knowing what to expect from Greg's team. Now, knowing what to expect from Greg and seeing what his product he's already got, we can kind of allow ourselves to look forward down the line and know this could be special again.
Well, another thing that we have to keep in mind, too, is this team right here is 100% Greg Heyer. And you know, and we didn't quite have all of that last year. And so, yeah, we're seeing something different, and it's good. It's good. And not to discredit the team last year. You know, they bought, as he said, they bought into his style of coaching. They bought into his style of play, and it showed as they progressed through the season. I'm going to give it back to Tim before you take off, Benny. Hang on.
Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network, and I'm going to let Tim get back on before I hand it off back to Tom. And I'm going to say this, folks, this is our 17th season on the Cardinal Sports Network, and Tim and I begin our 11th season together tonight. And, Tim, you have been a joy and a blessing and a true pro to work with.
Man, you're going to make me get all sappy right here. Thank you, Benny. I can't say it any better than the same about you. You're the ultimate professional, and anyone who's got to work with you, whether it be through football, basketball, soccer, they all say the same thing. No, all kidding aside, man, 11 years has gone fast, but going back to your days with, you know, the paper and whatnot, just working through everybody in this county, in this region, knows why you've got a red jacket. I don't think you got it in your closet, but you definitely earned it. I'm proud of you, man.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm going to give it back to Tom before you and I both start gushing all over each other.
That's my showmate right there, Benny Rogers. I'm Tim Howard. Here comes Tom Sherham. It is time for the second half here at Leon Spencer Court. Tom, man, I know you guys just covered it, but how much fun is this team?
Oh, this is crazy, and you weren't able to hear, but during the halftime there, Coach Hire walked by and he looked at me and he goes, "This is scary." And Benny and I had just finished that conversation about it being scary, and Coach Hire said, "This is a real D1 team."
They are.
And I told Benny, I said, "This is a team right here I could see going up against some four-year schools,
sure,
and giving them all they want."
Yeah, you aren't stretching it with that comment. Here's a shot on the way to start. Not there. Rebound taken by Monty. I'm sorry, that was 21, not number 2. That was Diddy on the rebound. Wanger for the bucket, and he's off to the races here. So we were at 44-20 to start. Cards get the first bucket here in the second half. That was fun to watch. I could just see him measuring it. Diddy's angle is coming up beside. Obviously, you don't want him to get to the bucket. He got around, I believe it was Braylon, but coming up trailing it as soon as he gets up to it, man, he's high pointing that ball up on the top of the square.
Right.
Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, stoppage of play. Let's listen in here. So Cardinals will have possession here.
Yeah, Coach wasn't real happy there with Braylon Winger. Let the Weatherford player get to the bucket pretty easy there. And, you know, we came up with that saying last year, you know, you get beat, take a seat. And we just saw that happen.
Saying? I thought we all made a deal. We were all going to get a tattoo of it. I don't mind this. Just kidding. 48-22. That's an easy attempt to get to the rack.
One thing that Benny made mention of there at during the halftime was Zadi Labaki. You know, that had 1 point in the first half. He just got his first full bucket, so he's at 3 in the game.
It goes back to what you think is scary. I mean, you're doing all that without one of your big dominant MVP of the tournament.
If you go back last year in that game against the Coyotes, Zadi had 15 points and 19 rebounds.
Yeah, it's just impressive.
And it's just a matter of time before he gets things underway. He come out pumped up. You know, he's seeing a national championship banner unveiled that he was a part of winning, and
no doubt in my mind that Zadi will not be one of the guys that carries this team. He's already been doing that in practice from day one.
We made mention about MJ Wardlow and this being his team. He's already showing that here tonight. He's taking charge and you know, he got 18 points in the first half here tonight.
MJ Wardlow starting off saying, hey, we raised a banner. I'm going to raise my game even more.
Yeah.
Knocked away, going to be picked up. That was tipped out, so not a backcourt. Armani at the point. Boy, he's tough with the ball. Drive, shot on the way. Knocked away before he got the shot off. Good hands. Picked up on the hop. Here come the Cardinals.
Another turnover by the Coyotes.
Did you get a number in the first half. MJ first shot, not there. Rebound by
15
Coyote.
turnovers in the first half.
15 turnovers first half.
That's 16 on the game.
Foul out top. That's going to be on Mercer. Davin picking up his, let's see, is that going to be his second foul? Second foul of the contest. So Davin will take a quick seat here. I want to go back to your comment as we get the inbound here about this talent pool. I mean, you think about some four-year programs.
Another takeaway there by the Cardinals.
Turnover. 17. Baseline Zadi. Not there on the shot. Fight for the loose ball. Picked up in the corner by the Coyotes. Making them work. Just that extra step makes it all the difference in the world, doesn't it?
Right. That's pretty impressive right there by MJ. He came over to defend the Coyote player right here at midcourt and would have most likely have gotten called for the foul, but he was able to control his body. And,
Well, the Cardinal faithful didn't like that whistle, but the person making the budget here probably does, because you just saved the new backboard that was going to come off, because that was going to be. And we joke, but there have been a couple of backboards early on in the season at the
one of the jamborees.
Yeah,
Braylon Winger. Broke one.
Broke one, and they're still finding glass on that. Are you kidding me?
was telling me about an hour and a half delay in the game to replace a backboard. I asked him, I said, well, you got an extra one here? He goes, yes, I do.
Yeah, I bet. You got to be ready. Got to be ready. Going strong, and a foul in the paint.
It's going to be on Zadi, I believe.
16:57 to go here in the ball game. Cardinals leading 48-23.
That's Zadi's third foul in the game.
So Zadi, I'll tell you this about MJ. We really haven't talked about it unless y'all did at halftime. He's put on about 20 pounds of muscle.
No, we didn't talk about that, but you're exactly right.
I talked to him. I saw him in opening day of practice. I said, man, you're big or strong. He goes, I've been in a weight room. Thank you for telling me that. I'm glad. Can you see it? I see. I definitely see it. Yeah. And we're seeing him playing with that extra strength going to the hole.
I had an opportunity to visit with Coach Heyer, and we were talking about, and I made mention because I had heard that he had put on some weight, and he goes, oh, yeah. He's been in the weight room all summer.
Well, they talked about me putting on weight, but it's a different kind of weight. It is muscle. And, back to your point, though, he is ready to go, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Zadi, baseline drive, kick out. Tate for three. Not this time. The putback, though, is good, and the Cardinals hit the 50-point mark at 16:35 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Darrell Desire with the putback there for the Cardinals. Nice little tip in.
Cardinals, man-to-man. Shot from the top. Not there. Rebound, kicked around, picked up. Here come the Cardinals. They'll slow it down. Now Zadi surveying. Armani. Smooth as silk to the bucket. Left hand. It's good. Armani Henderson.
That's 7 for him on the night.
Boy,
that young man is impressive.
Yeah, he's going to be fun.
He's just out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I think that's the third time we've talked about his hometown, but he's impressive.
Yeah, he's definitely a
Coach Heyer's
bright spot in this lineup.
Yeah, he's like what he's seeing as well.
16 minutes, inside 16-minute timeout here. So let's check in with Benny Rogers and see if he's been able to do all the math that I think he has. Benny, man, they didn't change the philosophy at halftime.
No, they didn't. Cardinals were a little bit sluggish, I thought, a little lethargic to come out to start the second half.
Yep.
But they've got their footing again now. They've regrouped, and now they're a little bit of a surge, and they're fine as far as the game goes. I understand that. But you got 4 different players that have scored now. coming out of the second half. And of course, Zoddy now has got 3 fouls. We'll have to watch that pretty closely. But he does have 3 points in the contest, and yet you got a 28-point lead.
Hey, while I got you here, in 25 seconds or less, since I'm still talk about the Cardinals Sports Network and what it took for them to turn around and do what they've done today and then get back here tonight.
It was amazing, folks. Now, we didn't actually do the game as the Cardinals Sports Network at the Bruce Field today, but we provided the personnel and the equipment for ESPN Plus. That game was over with, what, about 4:15, 5:15?
Yeah.
And the next thing I knew, Branson and the crew were walking in the door here about 35 minutes before game time and got us on the air in time for the ceremony.
Which happened at 5:55. So, I mean, it was, as we like to say, they were so quick to get us. What can we do? Get out of the way.
They're the best.
They are the best. Tom, I know you didn't get to hear that last little bit, but we were bragging on the Cardinal Sports Network and how they got that turned around. And my favorite thing that Miles has ever told us, guys, I think we've studied it. The best thing that we could have for y'all to do is just get out of the way. Yeah. As nicely as he could say it.
Yeah.
Branson and the team, we tip our hat to you guys. They're going to get steps on the turnover there. So Cardinals a little bit less than they went into the break with, but still a lot to be excited about on this court today.
Yeah, there is. I'm almost at a loss for words there, Tim. They're they are going to be something to contend with, and they know that.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere they go and play, they got the biggest bullseye in the Division I NJCAA.
That's what I was about to say. They're not only in the game world, but even now you look up there. Hey, can we be as good as Tim? We're not only going to be as good as him. We're going to be better than a 34-3 team.
Right.
We're gonna have to step up our game, and boy, they look like they're ready to do it. Zoddy driving zone. Oh my goodness! Baseline ripped it down and tore off the rim.
Yeah, he left the floor way outside the paint there.
He jumped from the A. Yeah. I don't know if the replay is working, but I think I saw him leave that left foot on the A in cards on the baseline.
I think you're correct.
Shot on the way, not there. The rebound, the putback is up and good. Count that one as Musa Kanar. I'm with you.
Coach Howard just turned and looked at me and said, this guy is good.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. 14:15 to go. Shot for 3. Open. Rattles won't go. Pulled down. Here come the Cardinals. Wanted to run, but going to be slowed down. Armani playing running back on that time. Looked like he was having to fight through the line. They will get a whistle and a foul. 14:06 timeout. I think this is going to be Coach Chris Lewis will take it here. Why don't you talk a little bit about this, what you've seen in here in the first 5:54?
Well, it's just a repeat of the first half here, and the quickness that I see in Amani Henderson is pretty impressive. Benny, give me your thoughts.
Well, my thoughts are this. The best piece of advice I can give anybody about this Cardinal team is you got to go to tvcsports.com, click on the watch an event, get your tickets early, folks.
Exactly.
Because watching this team play, as word spreads and people, as you see the crowd we have tonight.
Right.
Now, a lot of these people came for the banner celebration. We understand that. But they didn't have to see anything tonight that aren't going to bring them back again.
Oh, I tell you, if I wasn't sitting here at the announcer's table, I would definitely be having my ticket ready to go for the next home game, and all of them for that matter.
It's just so impressive. And we saw the big lead down the baseline that Zoddy made for the stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of play just ignites the team onto runs.
Yes.
And just motivates them even further.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss how to describe it.
That's the way I was a while ago, Benny. I was kind of at a loss in talking about it, and bring Tim back here. This team is just good. I don't know how, guys, we're going to be able to keep this up all season long on our end, talking about
we're going to have to break out the synonyms and every kind of dictionary we can find, bro.
We're going to have to dig real deep here to be able to complement this team.
Well, they're a lot of talent, but I think Benny touched on it early in the game that has really stood with me, and that's the chemistry. I mean, they really look like they are already so well connected that it's hard to have that look in the first game. As I say that, we'll have a turnover. But maybe the guy that's got the ball right now kind of dictates how that chemistry can happen in such a short time, right?
Right. You know, it just that right there is an example of Coach Heyer. He's very pleased with their play, but then when there's a mistake, and it's a mistake that he believes they should not have made, he's going to make certain that they know it. And not in
great mark.
Just a way that, hey, guys, this is not acceptable.
I think earlier tonight I tried to say what he said is there's a bucket net, you know, where there's somebody checking into the ballgame. He's like, we're not into watching a scoreboard. We're watching possessions.
Yeah.
We're not giving up easy possessions. Here's a three on the way. Not there. Fight for the ball. Tapped away. That's the kind of stuff right there that I'm trying to really point out. Oh, they almost got Wichita back door.
Yeah.
That would have been bring the roof off. But going back the other way, he says it is that, man, we're trying to control possessions. Forget the score. It's about every time, every one of those matters.
Right.
Every point matters. I think I've heard him say, sitting in this chair that I'm in right now, every point matters. It'll be interesting to see his thoughts or hear his thoughts.
Every possession matters as well, you know. We saw some substitutions there for the Cardinals, and you know, if we had it last year, you get beat, take a seat. We just saw that happen.
Yeah,
it's Braylon Winger back in the game for the Cardinals.
So Braylon.
And you know, we know that Braylon can get hot. He's a good three-point shooter, and we saw that happen in the national tournament.
He carried them.
Yeah.
He literally took the team on his back when they needed him most. Here he is on spot.
Yeah, on cue.
Well done there, Braylon Winger. 6'6", sophomore out of Dotton, meaning, he got some hardware and jewelry over the summer.
Yeah.
Congrats to one of three returning. Then that's knocked away. Picked up eventually by the Cardinals. Winger on the push. Down low, had it knocked away. I think his coach is saying, hey, you go over the top there. One of those fellas is going to flush that thing for you. And Benny got a front row. They got Benny choked up.
Coach Heyer was a little far out on the court, but I don't think the referee wanted to say anything to him because he thought, man, he may jump on me.
12:15 to go. It's been Trinity Valley from the get-go. 59-28. If you're just tuning in, Trinity Valley came out. They unveiled a first-time ever national championship banner for the men's program. Winger hanging, shooting, and foul. 2 free throws coming here for Braylon.
And, you know, we look across the gym over there, and there sits Leon Spencer, longtime head coach here at Trinity Valley Community College. Got a banner hanging over here in his honor. NJCAA Hall of Fame coach and Cardinal Hall of Fame coach.
Big time.
Yeah. I know that.
And in case he forgets, right there to the right of his feet is his name on the floor.
Exactly.
So great. Talked to him a couple of weeks ago. I guess it's been more like a month ago now. The Cardinal Hall of Fame luncheon, and man, always just great to see him and pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorites, it's a member of the Hall of Fame, Stan Cloudy, played basketball under Leon Spencer, was there.
Yes.
And I walked up and I asked Stan if he would offer the invocation. I grabbed his arm and, oh my goodness, Stan felt, I thought, dude, you can walk back on the court and play
He's ready
right
to
now.
go now. Ooh-wee. Inside 12 minutes ago, got a timeout on the floor here. It's a media timeout, so let's do this. Let's get to the brainsmith. Let's figure out how many turnovers, who's hot, who's not. We'll check in with the great Benny Rogers here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Benny, you've been writing feverishly. Are you writing down some of Coach Heyer's verbiage or stats?
No. But the coach says on the bench stays on the bench. Unless it's picked up in the CSN marks.
There you go. There you go.
No,
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
He's intense.
I enjoy watching Greg coach.
Sure.
He puts so much energy into it that his players feed off of that. They play with that same energy. And here's the thing about it. You and Tom and I have joked about it. If you don't defend, you're going to sit.
Yeah.
And the players know that too, because they know if they get beat on the floor, they can look over here and there's somebody coming.
Somebody's coming for you. That's right. You get beat, take a seat. Is that how Tom says it?
That's how. If you get beat, take a seat. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, but Tim, you think about that banner raising ceremony, though. Go back to that just briefly.
Yes.
How many fans in this arena have waited a lifetime to see that from the men's program?
It's awesome, man. I'm surveying the crowd all night long, just looking around, and we talked about it at halftime. A couple of folks and I were like, man, it's been a long time coming.
Long time coming.
11:58 to go. Cardinals up 60-28. Tim, Tom, and Benny here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Back to action as Weatherford. Tom, you said it a while ago. They're having a hard time just getting a shot away. That right on point that time.
Right.
They were able to get down on the low box. That's what you want on the offensive side, even against the Greg Heyer defensive coach team, because that's hard to defend that. Can't give it to them on the low block.
So the Cardinals at a 30-point lead. Braylon Wenger with the three, making a 33-point lead.
Braylon Wenger for three. Boy, he is definitely getting it done from behind the arc.
That's 10 for him on the night. And
yep, knocked away almost. It's going to be still possession Weatherford, but Jahan Foster got a hand on that. Oh, boy. Friendly skies flying them, traveling, called there.
Yeah, Coach Heyer called that before the referee did. But yeah, it was.
I think he got an extra couple of steps there. 11:05 to go here in the ball game. Trinity Valley up 63-30.
That's the 20th turnover by the Coyotes here in the game.
I want to hear Coach talk about that with Benny in the post game. Here's Wenger for three. Not there. Fight for the ball. Picked up the putback. This time it's going to be Al. I believe it's going to draw the foul. Jallo. So going to the free throw line will be Al Jallo. 63-30, chance to add to it here.
6'8" freshman out of the Bronx, New York.
Nice touch. You know, I'm looking over the roster, and I was looking over just the guys in the locker room, some that aren't even in a uniform tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're deep. Jallo puts two through.
Yeah, this team is really deep. Just looking here at these guys that are suited up tonight. Greg Heyer's got a very deep team here, very talented team.
They're definitely the forerunner in the #1 team ranked in the nation. Getting a little bit lackadaisical in the last two possessions defensively.
Yeah, you're up 33 points. It's kind of,
oh boy,
turnover there by the Cardinals.
Diddy Zanglam was, I think, thinking about finishing. Foul there by Al. Not going to give him anything easy down low.
No.
So he'll pick up the foul. Wusa Bamba will come on here momentarily. So on the floor right now for the Cardinals, you got Jallo, Zanglam, Lubaki, Wenger, and Foster.
Bamba checking in for Zangam.
So Bamba will come on.
6'8" sophomore out of Mali, Africa.
Missed everything. Zadi will squeeze the board. Here come the Cardinals. 10:05 left in this one. Zadi with a little mind bender. Three from beyond the arc. Not there. Fight for the board. Picked up. Cards. have possession, and a big smile from Al there, like, wait, what just happened? So Cards keeping possession here. Foster to inbound. Jahan Foster out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So a couple of Carolina players here in the Valley. They get it to Zadi on the baseline. He'll reverse and go backdoor.
Couldn't make it fall, but I believe he got the foul.
Yeah, it does draw the foul. Should be going to the stripe. Foul going to be called on number 21. That's Franklin. Or, well, okay, yeah, they're about to put it on the board. Zadi with a chance to light it up at the free throw line here. Pops that net, drops it through. Glad to have you watching in, tuning in, and looking forward to coverage this year of Cardinal basketball. Trinity Valley is in its 17th year of the Cardinal Sports Network.
And we need to give a shout out to our guys that are not sitting here at the counter with us. Tim, last volleyball game, I spoke with the parents of Chloe Tuiasosopo, and they were telling us about how great a job the Cardinal Sports Network does on covering the volleyball games back in Coppers Cove. And so a shout out to everybody that's involved in that.
Man, we love to hear from folks wherever you're taking it in. Send us an email, jump in, get on board, let us know where you're watching and how you're taking in the game. We're glad to have you and welcome you to another exciting basketball season. That one will drop.
Fixing to have a wholesale change, and if you're if you're the Coyotes, you look over here and you got MJ Wardlow fixing to come back in, and then you got Darrell Desire fixing to come back in, and Amani Henderson fixing to come back in, and you think, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they've had time to actually catch their breath. They're going to be fresh. Let's see. Zadi is swarmed, gives it off. Al.
Kick ball there.
So they'll go back and reset the shot clock. It had dwindled down to 4. Now resets 20 seconds here as the Cardinals will inbound. Wardlow gives off to Braylon. Braylon, a little crossover, goes off and draws contact. Foul is going to be called on Deontay Alexander. Alexander got a handful of jersey and arm in the process. Come all the way out top. Wardlow. Front iron, not there. 8.5 to go in the ballgame. Trinity Valley putting on quite a show here this evening. Getting on the ground. That's what I was about to say.
They got a call traveling on Amani.
I think he
did get the steal and get in control of the ball.
Sideline.
He slid across the floor. And nice hustle by the young man.
Now, that's the thing I was about to say. You're going to be hard-pressed to beat any one of the guys in Cardinal red for a loose ball. They will get on the floor because they do it 50 times a day in practice.
Yeah, they've all got a little bit of Pete Rose in them.
Yeah, there you
Charlie
go.
Hustle.
That's it. And if they don't have it when they get here, they'll definitely have it
soon
after.
learn it. That's
Absolutely.
exactly right.
3 on the way. Not there. That goes back to what you were talking about earlier, Tom. No easy shots.
Oh, no.
Just getting the ball off. Picked up that time by Monty. Monty Henderson over to MJ Wardlow. 3 from Wanger. Not there. Offensive glass. Wanger on the drive. Gets fouled in the process. He's going to the free throw line.
Nice court awareness there by Desire. He saw Braylon breaking towards the bucket and got the ball to him.
So we got a timeout coming here. 2 free throws when we come back. In the meantime, let's do this. Tell me a little bit about what you're most excited with about this team, and then we'll segue over to Benny Rogers. Anything?
To me is just the atmosphere that they're bringing in, and no letdown from and you know, and coming here and looking the way that they are. Coach Heyer's got them ready to play. As we said, it's scary, Benny.
It really is, and you look at what the Cardinals have ahead on the schedule. A week from today, they'll go to Denison to take on Grayson at 6 p.m. tip-off. And then they'll play in classic action on the 14th and 15th in Plano at Collin County, playing Midland at 6 p.m. on the 14th and Clarendon at 6 p.m. on the 15th. Both those games will be in Plano. Then they return home for the next time on November 18th to take on Grayson in a rematch of the game for next Saturday.
Yeah, and then after that, they make that trip to Florida.
And that's where last year the Cardinals really established themselves as a team.
That's it. They established themselves in that road trip to Florida. They got to let themselves be known on the national level. And they never looked back from there.
And as crazy as it sounds, in just over a month, conference play.
Yeah. Kilgore here on December the 3rd. And so looking forward to it.
Well, there's a party going on in Cardinal country back there.
Oh, it is. Cheerleaders having a big time here tonight. Dylan Winger at the line.
First free throw is good. I'll tell you, we mentioned Wardlow been in the weight room, but so is Braylon. Man, these guys, they're not that they weren't already, you're national champion, but I think that goes back to talking about the hunger for more.
For more.
You're not coming in like, hey, I just went through the motions. They're coming in even more fit.
Yeah, well, Braylon and MJ and Zoddy, they all know they had to come in here in shape. They knew that Coach Heyer was not going to put up with them coming in here not being in shape.
And I think they also knew that. You know what? Oh, yeah. We're going to set the tone for our teammates.
Yeah. They're the returners. But couldn't keep control of the ball. It goes out of bounds. Still be Coyotes' ball there. But yeah, they were setting the tone for all these new guys that were showing up. Hey, you don't want to get in shape. You need to go play somewhere else.
Yeah. So here back to on the floor.
Almost had that
shot clock violation. There's the ovation that they love here. I mean, the shot clock violation. Boy, they get that as much as a touchdown in football. They're ready to go.
Yeah, that clock shot violation. That all hinges on defense.
All about the D.
That's it.
Approaching 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Trinity Valley up 35 here with 7 minutes to go. They have put this one on ice early as a long shot is on the way. Not there, but the putback is
Darrell Desire with the slam.
Darrell is, boy, he's going to be a lot to try and handle as he goes back down the floor.
Yeah.
Got a foul out front. I think Darrell was trying to get a steal here, take off, go and do another round for everybody.
Yep.
That's his fourth foul, though, so he will have to be careful inside the last 6.5 minutes of the ball game. Probably coming out momentarily. We'll see.
Messiah Canari getting ready to check in for the Cardinals.
That won't go. Desire swinging it down. Monty
making his presence known underneath there with that rebound.
Monty on the push. Here come the Cardinals. Hanks draws.
Oh, my goodness.
Finish.
What a roll there.
The finish by Monty Henderson. That's how you do it right there. You coast to coast, drawing the foul and the roll. Drops it through, and the Cardinals in business again. Approaching the 40-point lead mark. Boy, he puts this through. It's a 40-point ball game. Bring it in. 74-34. Can they, dare we say it, can they hold them to under 40? 20 a half?
I don't know.
That's
still
a
got
long way to
got
go.
a ways to go here in this second half.
Here we go. Out front, ball pick, and off the front of the rim. Great closeout there. And that's a hustle play by his number changed, Jade Hudson. Hudson with a hustle play, because it would be easy to say I'm trailing. We're trailing by 40. I'm trailing on his play. I'm going to sit back, not take a risk of being posterized.
Right.
He hustled all the way back, got there and made him change his shot. Good job by Weatherford. That is number 5. Picks up the foul there, so inside 6 minutes ago, he's fouled out at the 5:57 mark. So, free throws coming here. First one is good. Trinity Valley and the Cardinals, I haven't really looked too deep into the schedule. But they will they'll get some work in. They'll get into the region 14 before the
we were just talking about
Christmas break.
You know,
about 4 deep? 4 games?
Yeah.
3 or 4 games into. Go ahead.
They get, we'll have at least one.
Well, that was a zig when I thought it was going to be a zag. Oh, he got trapped on his steps there.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was like, what am I going to do here?
What I was going to say, it'll be one conference game at home against Kilgore, December the 3rd. But the Cardinals are going to go on that Florida trip again.
Yeah.
And Benny made mention just a while ago. That's where they announced their presence was on that Florida trip last year. Went down there and beat at least two really good teams in that trip, not 3, and that kind of set the stage for them. And
5 minutes to go here, and it's a
turnover.
Well,
there
Cardinals
by the
getting a little bit unhinged there with the basketball.
Yeah.
It's been all Trinity Valley all night. Got out to a great start. Never really much of a challenge from Weatherford in the first.
No.
Get it out front. Here he comes, Monty. Hanging, shooting, and finishing at the basket. Monty Henderson just beat the man to the bucket.
I tell you, just by watching him in this first game right here, he's going to play a big part this season for the Cardinals.
MJ with a steal, gets it done. Oh, we're going to say got on the baseline. Great hustle, though.
Great hustle by MJ Wardlow there.
Yeah, MJ Wardlow. 4:25 to go. Wardlow will sit. Henderson will sit. Wanger will take a seat, and so does Jallo.
It's a little different look here by Coach Heyer. We don't have any of the returning sophomores on the court right now.
Chance to see all new faces here with the veterans.
I think all of these guys have been on the court tonight.
Yeah, right.
My point being that there's not a returning sophomore out there with them.
Right.
So let's see how things go right here. See how much they've learned from those returning sophomores. Turnover. They've learned something.
Yeah, I was going to say a defense.
And then turn it right back over. That's not the way you want to do things.
Looking for some help there over the top. Got there, got underneath. We're about to see, looks like Tate McCurry will check in next opportunity. Cards are going to talk it over here in a full timeout at the break as it's 76-40 Trinity Valley. We'll keep it right here. Let's keep it here. I'm going to pass off. You and Benny can conversate, and I'll be back on the other side.
All right. So we bring Benny Rogers in to get his thoughts here. Benny, what you think about this?
Well, Tom, look, I was looking at last year's final score, and the Cardinals won 63-52. So you see they're well ahead of that pace on both ends of the floor this year. And that's about where you'd want to be, I would think, you're Greg Heyer. Although I'm thinking when I talk to Greg, he's going to be quick to point out that they got a little sloppy here.
They have got a little sloppy here in the last few minutes. I think they just, and I did mention here just a second ago that And as we are right here, we got 5 guys out here on the court. We don't have any of the 3 returners. And so it's giving Coach Heyer an opportunity to take a look at some of these new guys, how they work together. And, you know, Coach Heyer talked about it quite a bit last year about getting guys to buy into his style of basketball, the way that he thinks, and getting them to think like he thinks as a coach out there.
Absolutely, and he needs to know who he can count on down the stretch.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So with 3:43 left here in the game, Cardinals up 76-40. Welcome Tim Howard back.
Yeah, the Cardinals raised that banner earlier tonight, which is a testament to last season's incredible run. That celebration may be over, but let me just tell you right off the bat, this statement tonight from this team says, hey, we want more banners. Double block on that one.
Yeah.
Look like Patty Figueredo and her volleyball team came in and said, swat, swat. We're going to step on the floor. Cardinals underneath. Hanging, shooting, not there. Rebound underneath, taken this time. Oh, that's a great steal.
Yeah, steal there by Mercer. Davin Mercer with the steal.
Mercer going to make the play right in front of us, Tom. Boy, he's
I
quick.
thought he was going to get Minor Benny's lap there for a moment.
Cat-like quickness getting to the ball. I got a stoppage of play here. Zay Ferguson into the ball game on that last media timeout. Also, you got Zangwam in, as well as Konar. We mentioned coming on would be McCurry. So Tate with the ball here. Also Davin Mercer out on the floor as well. Double team. They get it up to Zay. Zay on the take, right side. Trying to work it down low. Zangwam. Stepping into a 3. No, he'll pull it down. Zay for 3. Had it blocked. Picked up. 5 on the clock. McCurry. Drawing the foul. Not going to get the call. Shot clock violation. Cardinals a little bit out of sorts on that one.
Got a little sloppy here in the last few minutes. Benny made note of that when we were talking just a little bit ago. And we made note there earlier about this. Doesn't have any of the returning sophomores in there. Getting a look at some of these new guys that are on campus this year and seeing how they play together and look and see where his strengths are at and stuff. So
Connor,
good opportunity for that.
Not really phased by the defense. He handles the ball well for a big man. 6'10", freshman.
They're going to get a traveling call there on Zay Ferguson.
Yeah, Zay didn't handle the rock very well on that time, but a little. Everybody's still trying to find their way a little bit here in the early going.
Yep.
2:04. Going to be some highs and some lows. Boy, we've seen plenty of highs tonight.
Oh, we have. And it started off with the hanging of that national championship banner and the play of MJ Wardlow. I've got him down with 18 points. All of that came in the first half.
Oh, my. Going hard to the floor.
Yep.
Leaving a mark. Not a stain, but a mark. Always want to leave your mark, not a stain. So, minute 48 to go here as the Cardinals have been in cruise control here for some time, but there's never a cruise control. I want to be careful about saying it that way.
No.
But they have definitely put this one away early tonight. The question is by how much will the final tally be?
That's correct, Tim. 76-40 right now.
Yeah, I said would they get to 40, and immediately with 5 minutes left, they got to 38. So they've kind of went on a little bit of a stop, but now free throws coming here, and it's going to be on me. So let's.
Well, we won't tell Coach Heyer.
Please don't. Please
don't.
No. Free throw at the free throw line is going to be Coleman. He'll put number 41 through.
And speaking of Coach Heyer, at the end of the game, we're going to turn it over to Benny and let him talk to Coach Heyer and get Coach Heyer's view of what happened here tonight and let them talk a little bit Cardinal basketball.
Absolutely. Looking forward to Trinity Valley basketball, men's basketball underway tonight. The ladies will be opening the season on Monday.
Yes, sir.
And
Look forward to that.
It won't be long. We'll be doing the Thanksgiving tournament, the Budke Cerna tournament on Thanksgiving weekend. That will always be fun to see. Some great basketball. Good strong move, hanging, shooting, not there. Fight for the
couldn't get it to fall.
Great hustle by McMurray. Kick out for three, not there for Weatherford. Trying to free himself. Good defense. Trinity Valley working. Bamba out top. Step back. Going strong to the hoop. One of the things that Coach Heyer talked about in the pregame with his team right before they came back out on the floor was, hey, that spacing is there. Attack it. When they're in that little zone defense, don't wait. Get to the bucket. Attack. Let's make something happen. And they came out early and really blew that thing up and made a quick work of that. Yeah. That led to that quick lead. And, of course, a lot of that was predicated on turnovers and the high-intensity defense of Trinity Valley. So inside a minute to go, 76-44.
We hadn't made mention about the Cardettes in the at the end of the court down here. They're doing their little palms up in the air as the
that's tough.
Free throw line, little distraction going on.
One
he
end,
says, I'll have none of that. I'll put it through there.
You got on one end, you got the pom-poms working. On the other end, you got the miss it. So pick your poison.
Yeah.
30-point ball game with just over 30 seconds to go. Tate McCurry with the ball. Behind the arc. Inside pass. Zangwam trying to go back door.
That's about the third or fourth time that the Cardinals have tried to feed it down deep and have wound up turning the ball over.
Yeah, Bamba wasn't able to handle that one. So final possession of the night here. Perhaps. Inside 20 to go. I was going to say the Cardinals may force a couple of turnovers before it's said and done. Last 10 seconds of the game. Shot on the way. Nope. Steps inside the arc. Knocks it down. And that is with 6.3 to go. Credit that basket to Deontay Alexander.
Tate Curry brings it up past midcourt. Going to dribble it out here as the Cardinals go 1-0 on the season, 76-48 over the Coyotes. We're going to turn it over to Benny Rogers and Coach Greg Heyer. We'll get him over here in just a moment.
Yeah, it's going to be great to get his insight and see what he has as Trinity Valley gets the win, 76-48. Let's go ahead and get Benny's thoughts here as I'll go grab Coach here. Benny, impressive win for the Cardinals.
It was. I think it was a tale of two halves. The Cardinals showed in the first half exactly what they can be, and I think in the second half they gave a display of what they need to work on.
I agree with you, man. They played really, really well, but there's plenty that Coach will talk about that he will have to. So with Benny, we're about moments away from Coach joining us. What's the first question you're going to ask him? I want to be able to hear it, but I want to hear it from you now.
The moment that banner was
Yeah.
coming to the floor, the cover to the banner was coming to the floor, what was his thoughts?
It's going to be, you know, because you and I talked before we started the contest, the broadcast was, man, lots taken place in the last 12 months.
Yeah, it absolutely has. And Cardinals were led by MJ Wardlow with 18, all in the first half, surprisingly. Braylon Winger had 13, and Amani Henderson had 12, and Darrell Desiree had 10. So that's the Cardinals in double digits. I think
I'm looking for Greg.
I think Greg may have went to the locker room, so we'll give him a pass this time.
So we'll catch up with him on the other side.
We will have Lady Cardinal basketball for you Monday against Western Texas at 5:30 p.m.
We're going to keep it here 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. Well, coming up 5 p.m., finish that up.
The Lady Cardinals will be at home Monday at 5:30 against Western Texas here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
That'll be fun.
That'll be their season opener for Precious Ivy's squad.
And I know we want to talk about coming up on Tuesday. It's going to be a great opportunity here at the pit.
Well, it really is, because you have the Cardinal soccer team that's going to take on Tyler at 2 p.m.
Gotcha, okay.
Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network as we kick off our 17th year of Cardinal basketball, and we will be with you again Monday night at 5:30 for Cardinal Sports, Lady Cardinal basketball against Western Texas here on the Cardinal Sports Network. For Tim, Tom, and our entire hard-working Cardinal Sports Network crew who worked extra hard today to bring you football and basketball, good night from Leon's Picture Court at historic Cardinal Gym.